This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Operation Harim Tok commenced today. 76 STEM students to depart for USA. And the 2024 Paris Olympics end. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Natasha Voigt. Thank you for joining us. The Operation Harim Tok campaign had taken effect as of today. This was announced by the Metropolitan Superintendent for the National Capital District, Silva Sika, in an interview with this newsroom.
The aim of this operation is to make sure Port Moresby gets back its glory days. Metropolitan Superintendent for National Capital District, Silva Sika, said it is to clean up the city and make it safer for the public.
Clean up operation in the city to make sure that we take back the glory of Port Moresby city back, and to ensure that our streets are clean and safe.
The campaign is taking place in two folds.
To our people in the city who are doing illegal activities in the city, especially with the street vending and sales in the undesignated places, especially the bus stops, in front of the shops, or in the streets, or in the driveways. And most of these things are happening and at a rapid rate.
Metsup Sika said he understands the economic situation, thus law must not be compromised.
People to go and do sales in the streets, and that is why it is important for us citizens in the city that I'm appealing to everybody that we know that these economic situations are a bit tough in the people to survive and so forth. It's a pity. People are, experiencing this, but the rule of law must not compromise. So I would not like to see that we compromise with the rule of law. People have to respect the rule of law.
He said instructions were given out today by his policemen throughout the city. The campaign take effect as of tomorrow and onwards. In the Section 61 of the Summary Offence of the Traffic Act, they will charge 2,000 kina to those who continue to sell along the traffic lights and main roads, thus causing obstructions to the moving traffic. He has appealed to the customers for those people that they must stop to buy stuff from them and must play a different part to keep the city clean and safe. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape, upon receiving the body of late member for Central Bougainville, called on the members of Parliament to prioritize their health amidst their day-to-day pressures.
Prime Minister James Marape has urged all members of Parliament to prioritize their health given the immense pressure and scrutiny they faced from their constituents. He made the call in Port Moresby while witnessing the arrival of the body for Central Bougainville MP Simon Dumarinu from Bougainville. He said it was heartbreaking to receive the body of a fallen comrade. The late Simon Dumarinu is a member of the Social Democratic Party. Prime Minister has urged all MPs to look after their health. Prime Minister James Marape said the outcry will run until September 3rd when National Parliament receives his body. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The founder for Pindo, Sir Soikandar Jandra, has passed on in Singapore on Friday last week. He first established his company, Pindo, in Papua New Guinea back in 1974. He died at the age of 76. His company, Pindo, has its head office based in Ley Morobe province. Prime Minister James Marape has passed his condolence to the immediate family on behalf of the people of Papua New Guinea for his service to the country. The Supreme Court has dismissed an objection to the competency of an application for review in the election petition case of Peter Yama versus Ramzi Parivar and Electoral Commission. The ruling came after a detailed examination of the procedural and substantive aspects of the case.
Sir Peter Charles Yama, who contested the outcome of the last general election, challenged the dismissal of his petition by the National Court. His petition, filed on September 27, 2022, alleged that the first respondent, Madam Governor Ramzi Parivar, had engaged in undue influence during the campaign. Following the National Court's dismissal of his petition, Yama sought judicial review, which was initially granted leave on February 28, 2024. The first respondent raised two main objections to the review application. The first objection claimed that Yama's application was incompetent because he only included 3 grounds for review, whereas leave was granted based on 5 grounds. The second objection argued that the 3 grounds listed in Yama's application lacked the necessary details as required by the Supreme Court rules, rendering the application itself incompetent. In a ruling delivered today, the Supreme Court dismissed both objections. The court found that the omissions of 2 grounds did not affect its jurisdiction and deemed the procedural objection without merit. Regarding the second objection, the court determined that the grounds for review sufficiently outlined the alleged errors of the National Court's decision. Yama's lawyer Ben Lomai addressed the media to clarify.
So now that those grounds have been dismissed, the judge said that matters will have to go before the Supreme Court direction judge, and so they will then allocate a date and appoint judges to hear the review proper. Yeah. So what we'll do now is that we're going to write a letter to the registry sometime today, requesting them to have the matter set down before the direction judge.
The court's decision also included a directive for the first respondent to pay the applicant's costs associated with the objection. This ruling clears the way for the substantive review of Yama's petition to proceed.
I just want to ask the people of Medellin to stay calm once again and just wait for the outcome of the decision. Hopefully 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depends on the court set their own time table. But the whole issue is that, like for Mr. Lomai coming to this court and with me, I'm very happy to engage the law firm. Yeah, some of those new areas of law that I've been with Mr. Lomai.
This outcome is significant for the election petition laws in Papua New Guinea. James Gukan, National EMTV News.
A young man in his late 20s, the main suspect in the vandalism and assault incident at the Wariman Abattoir in East Sepik province, has surrendered to the authorities. He turned himself into Mengar Ward Councillor Francis Huve, who then brought him to the Caltex police station last night.
The surrender follows an incident on August 8 when the suspect and a group of youths allegedly intoxicated on drugs assaulted the lead EN Financial Global Group supervisor during an early morning check on the abattoir's fencing work. The supervisor was reportedly threatened with a knife and forced to halt the work. The youths allegedly damaged the fencing and removed at least 5 fence posts, causing the tensions between the settlers and nearby landowners. Councillor Huve stated that the development of the Wariman Abattoir is crucial not just for Ward 29 but the entire East Sepik province.
Very much as a councillor of that village around here, along Abattoir Supplement, that's Mengar Ward 21 in Wewak Rural LLG. So I'm as the ward councillor here. We are not happy. Here.
He noted that while 80% of the settlers supported the project and will comply with relocation, a small group remains resistant to the progress.
Because some heavy locating wire and all kinds of things here. When people are looking project come inside, it run reviving project, now make it work come up good, but there's a heavy come up. Now me or some council me, even though people are catching police, but the police is not really working well or picking this suspect. Yeah? And then as a councillor, me try best for me, and I call him to surrender. So he surrendered himself to me yesterday night, and make him go to the Wewak police station, and he's already locked up in a cell. And then he will be answerable for all the slow damage in the Bogarabe and Mokim Longan.
Hoover emphasized that the authorities will continue to address such issues firmly to ensure the successful rehabilitation of the Wariman Abattoir. James Kukan, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Now chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Mipla Halivim Wari Belong You.
Power energy drink. Feel the power. Telecom Limited is advising our valued subscribers using the 2G Ready SIM with mobile numbers starting with 75 or 76. You are urged to upgrade to a 4G Blue SIM. Go to your nearest telecom outlet and get your SIM upgraded. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
The Salesians of Don Bosco. And this congregation is specialized in working for the young people, for their education and evangelization.
Join us tonight at 7 as we feature discussions with the Don Bosco Technological Institute.
We don't have specific or special kind of arrangement for our women. They do exactly the same as the men.
That's on tonight.
You're watching National EMTV News. In a heartfelt gathering today, the PNG Trade Union Congress announced the untimely passing of their President and General Secretary, John Pasca.
Presidents of the various unions gathered today to deliver this sad news.
Make a breaking news to all the working the union fraternity, all workers in the country, both private and public, and any interested public families, organizations and sectors. We announced today that our longest-serving president, Trade Union Congress, the longest-serving icon and a champion of democracy, workers' rights, John Pasca, passed on last week, Friday. John Pasca, while working for his beloved family, the workers in the country, while he was still in his office, working among others, $5.50 minimum wages for his workers in the country and others. While he was working on that, he passed on.
He added that the late Mr. Pasca was one of the many the country is grateful for.
Whether the working family and the union fraternity know or not, the collective bargaining we enjoy today, the weekend offs we have today, the recreation leave we benefit today, the maternity leave we benefit today, various allowances we benefit today, and the list goes on. All this is something did not just fall from the sky. John Pasca and our forefathers who have gone before him, they fought for this and they sacrificed their lives. They fought for him in those removal times. It was very hard for them fighting with the white men, white colony. And these were very men who sacrificed their soul, their family, to fight for what we benefit today. They leave their indelible record with us, and we hold them a lot.
The late Mr. Pasca, 76 years old, from New Ireland Province, served as the General Secretary of the PNG-TUC for 30-plus years and served as the President for 6 years. A colleague in the corps said many will hope to fill his shoes and share his passion.
The late John Pasca, he was the rock of this country, should I say. He's lived through 8 different prime ministers, and because of his integrity, his simplicity, and his commitment to the country as a whole, we've been able to come along peacefully in the last 50 years under his leadership. His leadership cannot be measured. He was the rock upon which this country was built. And as a comrade and as a personal friend of his, I am very sad on his passing. And I express my condolences to his family and friends back in New Ireland. They produced a great man for this country. And we shall never fill his shoes after he's left us. But we shall learn from him and carry on with his good work.
The Congress now appeals to any who wish to contribute to this great man's funeral and repatriation. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
76 science, technology, engineering, and mathematics students from 6 schools of excellence in the country will depart for the United States this week.
Prime Minister James Marape hosted a farewell dinner for the 76 STEM students yesterday evening. PM said the funding to support students studying overseas through educational programs like this will be prioritized.
I will keep a lookout in the final budgets as we present that the continuous support for this one, just like we support hackers, TESA's higher education loan program, support for students who are going outside. It's always put in budget next year and going forward. Let's put a vote item for this program.
The minister responsible for education, Lucas Dekana, said the 43 STEM students from the first batch have set a benchmark this year.
This year, we had 20 students on the president's list at both universities, the Nichols and South Dakota State universities. This is quite an achievement, and it's attracting attention everywhere around the world. 5 students have qualified for the Dean's Award with an 80 to 90% score in the semester results.
He added that the number of students sent overseas creates space in the national tertiary institutions. The 76 students will be attending Nicholas, North Dakota, and South Dakota State universities. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the flexible, open and distance education enrollment in Papua New Guinea will increase to 100,000 this year. This was revealed by the Minister for Education, Lucas Dekana, yesterday.
The Department of Higher Education, Science and Technology in 2024, or this year, will give 4 students equal opportunity to apply for tertiary institutions and so on. What this basically means is that our 4 students will go online selection. So they will compete with the our normal grade 12 students coming out of the our grade secondary schools.
The Marape Rosso government has brought over 100,000 youth into the second learning chance. Prime Minister James Marape stated this in his keynote statement today at the inaugural NCD Youth Summit.
The first NCDC Youth Summit is at its 3rd day that saw a positive turn-up of youths eager to learn and engage in discussions. The Prime Minister in his keynote statement highlighted some of the programs youths can tap into.
Our National Youth and Adolescent Health Policy that is in place. The National Education Policy now that is in place, for instance, that embraces second chance learning. The National Policy on Professional Volunteering that is in place as I speak. The National SME Policy that is in place as I speak. The National Sports Policy that is in place as I speak. The National Employment Policy that is in place as I speak. Policy is abound, but the practical mechanisms of translating these policies into engaging the masses of our children and our youths who are unengaged is something that we must attend to.
He said as the chief custodian of the country's policies, he needs practical implementers in the society.
Prime Minister alone cannot do it. Ministries and sub-national government especially, more governors must follow the leadership and example Governor Pakop.
PM urged provincial governors to work with the Education Department to bring resources to their youths at the provincial levels. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The Wabec Open MP and Health Minister, Dr. Lino Tom, announced that the construction of a new theatre for the Sopas District Hospital in Wabec, Enga Province is nearing completion. The second-term MP highlighted that the ground floor will host the theatre while the first floor will have offices, conference rooms and house different consultation clinics. The medical surgeon turned politician revealed that as initially planned, the new Enga Referral Hospital will be strictly a teaching referral specialist hospital. He further highlighted that the infrastructure will boost the image and reputation of the innovative University of Enga's School of Medicine and Health Sciences. And now we take a look at the NESFAN market report. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2578 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2503 $0.3781 Australian dollars, 0.2217 euro, and 36.44 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher. Coffee closed lower. Cocoa closed higher. Copra closed higher. Palm oil closed higher. Crude oil is trading lower and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher. The ASX 200 is trading higher and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Welcome to Kokopo Beach Bungalow Resort in the heart of Kokopo. Nestled along the coastline with breathtaking views of the islands and volcanoes, we invite you to share this tropical island paradise with us. For your next business trip, leisure or marine adventure, call Kokopo Beach Bungalow Resort to discuss your escape on 982-8788 or visit us on www.kbb.com.pg. Escape, explore, enjoy.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Telecom Limited is advising our valued subscribers using the 2G Ready SIM with mobile numbers starting with 75 or 76. You are urged to upgrade to a 4G Blue SIM. Go to your nearest Telecom outlet and get your SIM upgraded. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
EMTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11 2024. Top 9 airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. A total of more than 94,000 kina was presented to the Medang students that attend Somare Institute of Leadership and Governance by the Medang's provincial government. The presentation was made by the Governor for Medang, Ramsey Pariwa, to the Chief Executive Officer for Silag, Michael Borabe, in Port Moresby today.
A total of 5 million kina was budgeted for the tertiary students of Medang Province by the Medang Provincial government. Governor Pariwa highlighted on the school fee program.
Amount of 94,000
519 kina, 58 toya. These are for 22 students attending SILAG, and this is a program, an initiative by the provincial government, and under the Sepita Bata Education Scholarship Program. More than 5 million kina, and the sources of fundings, come from Nickel royalty payments, also the PSIP, Provincial Support and Improvement Program Fund, and as well as a bit from the internal revenue. So we are looking at fully funding all the students.
He said they did assisted the tertiary students last year, and this year is the second time.
Last year was the trial and error period for the Sepita Bata Tertiary Education Scholarship Program. We tried it out, and we went through challenges, and from those challenges we are improving as we go, and we are taking a pragmatic approach to ensure that as we go this year, next year onwards, we will be improving and make it become much more better and perfect than it is now.
Governor Pariwa apologized to the students of Summary Institute of Leadership and Governance for not helping them during the registrations in the beginning of the year.
Those students who applied last year, who have not benefited or have not, or partly benefited and or aggrieved or are not happy with this program, last year was the trial and error. We had to start somewhere, somehow, so we did start it.
He visited all the tertiary schools in the nation's capital after doing the same for other provinces. The Chief Executive Officer for Summary Institute of Leadership and Governance, Michael Barobek, commended Medang provincial government for the initiative and challenged other provincial members to do the same for their public servants.
Servant of Medang provincial government has the country as well. So on behalf of the board and the management of SILAG, we thank the governor for coming on board to deliver this check to us. And this is also a challenge to other governors, to other politicians out there. SILAG is a government institution. SILAG is being established since 1963 to give capacity to the public servants. You cannot continue to work with a public servant that is outdated. You need to train them up.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Now moving to overseas news. Hamas has declared it's not willing to start fresh negotiations with Israel on a ceasefire and hostage deal, and is accusing Israel of consistently undermining peace efforts.
The talks were due to be held in either Doha or Cairo this coming Thursday, with the United States, Egypt and Qatar hopeful that they could help broker a ceasefire and hostage deal. Israel had committed to sending a group of negotiators to the talks, but Hamas had been keeping its collective cards close to its chest until now, accusing Israel of trying to delay any sort of ceasefire process and continuing to attack Gaza in the interim period. Hamas saying the Israeli Defense Force had repeatedly attacked Gaza in the months since the initial deal was proposed in July, particularly citing the devastating attack on a school in the east of Gaza City in the early hours of Saturday morning as an example of Israel's conduct. Local authorities had said that airstrike killed at least 90 people who were sheltering in the school. That's something that the IDF had questioned, insisting it targeted the site because Hamas militants were hiding there. The deal that Hamas is referring to from July has three parts: an initial temporary ceasefire and the withdrawal of IDF personnel from Gaza cities, followed by the return of Israeli hostages and the release of Palestinian prisoners, before a lasting ceasefire and help for the Palestinian population to rebuild Gaza. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hadn't been a fan of that proposal, instead wanting Hamas to be totally destroyed. Earlier today, the US President Joe Biden was asked about the prospect of a deal being reached. In his first interview since announcing he would not be contesting the November presidential election, President Biden was asked whether or not he could get a deal done before he leaves office in a couple of months. He insisted that it was possible, that it had the backing.
Ukrainian troops have advanced up to 30 kilometers into Russian territory, Kyiv. Thousands of its forces are taking part in the incursion, which is now into its 6th day.
The Russian flag is torn down and thrown on the ground, while that of Ukraine rises in its place. For the first time since the Second World War, Russia has found its own territory invaded and occupied. In a move which caught Moscow by surprise, Ukraine has in the past week sent tanks and thousands of troops across the border, leaving destruction in their wake, an operation its president acknowledged for the first time last night.
I received several reports from Commander-in-Chief Syrskyi regarding the front lines and our actions to push the war onto the aggressor's territory. I am grateful to every unit of the defence forces, ensuring that Ukraine is proving that it can indeed restore justice and ensure the necessary pressure on the aggressor.
Tens of thousands of Russians are now being hurriedly evacuated from the areas close to where Ukraine is operating. Some expressed shock and anger at their government for allowing this to happen. A stern-faced Vladimir Putin met his top officials last week, and he has described the attack as a major provocation. This operation is a bold and maybe even risky gamble by Ukraine. They've sent some of their best forces into Russia here, concealed in yellow. Some are reported to be operating 20 miles over the border. The idea seems to be to force Russia to respond by shifting its forces away from the front lines inside Ukraine, here in red, where Moscow has recently been making advances. But it's not clear if Ukraine simply wants to strike a psychological blow or really plans to try and hold the territory. Russia's Ministry of Defence says it is repelling the attack. It's issued these pictures of Ukrainian tanks being hit, although we've not been able to independently verify them. And overnight, Ukraine said missiles fired by Russia hit just east of its capital, Kyiv, killing 2. But an intercepted Ukrainian missile also fell on a Russian apartment building in the city of Kursk, injuring 15. That's another sign that a war launched by Vladimir Putin on Ukraine is dramatically reaching into Russia.
Queensland police have confirmed the pilot of a helicopter which crashed into a hotel in Cairns has been killed.
Well, we know that a helicopter crashed into the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel on the Cairns Esplanade just before 2 o'clock this morning. We know that the pilot was the only person on board. This was not a rescue chopper. This was a privately owned helicopter that we believe is owned by a business here in Cairns, a tourist business. So we know that 400 people were evacuated. The helicopter crashed on the roof of the hotel, causing a fiery explosion. Now, as you mentioned, police have just confirmed that the pilot of the helicopter died at the scene, and forensic investigations are underway to formally identify him. Now, a man in his 80s and a woman in her 70s whose room was nearby to the point of impact have been treated for smoke inhalation and shock at the Cairns Hospital. We've spoken to a number of witnesses here on the Cairns Esplanade this morning, and a lot of people have described the shock of hearing this explosion. Others have described it as like a bomb going off at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, police are expected to hold a media conference later on this afternoon. We understand that they are waiting for the Australian Transport Safety Bureau to arrive in Cairns and form part of that press conference. There are so many questions about this, Jenna, that just remain unanswered at the moment. Why was this helicopter flying around at 2 o'clock in the morning? The Cairns Esplanade is a very heavily populated area. There's hotels all along the Esplanade. A lot of people out and about in the early hours of the morning.
Loud crash sounding like a bomb or something, honestly. And then a bit dazed, waking up at 2 in the morning, and then suddenly all the alarms start going off, and I thought it was a fire or something at first, but all evacuate, the police yelling, get out, get out, get out.
National MTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage. And business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Join the Abel's Mega Lucky Draw 2024 today. Get a chance to drive one of 2 brand new Suzuki Espresso Mini SUV, 2 winners of 5,000 Kina cash, and 2 winners of brand new desktop computers. To join the raffle, just spend 200 Kina worth of any Able laptops, desktop computers and accessories, printing supplies, small appliance, and many more. The grand draw is on December 30th, 2024. So hurry, visit your nearest Able stores or call the numbers on your screen to know more details. Don't miss out, join Abel's Mega Lucky Draw now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 Kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 Kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
The Salesians of Don Bosco. And this congregation is specialized in working for the young people, for their education and evangelization.
Join us tonight at 7 as we feature discussions with the Don Bosco Technological Institute.
We don't have specific or special kind of arrangement for our women. They do exactly the same as the men.
That's on tonight.
Chukai Sports.
Welcome to Chukai Sports. The closing ceremony of the 2024 Paris Olympics, held at Stade de France, was a spectacular celebration of sport, culture and unity, marking the end of a historic event that brought together athletes and spectators from around the world.
The stadium was transformed with a canvas of light and color, showcasing France's rich history and its influence on global culture. The ceremony began with a moving tribute to the athletes who paraded into the stadium. The athletes, now united after 2 weeks of fierce competition, carried the flags of the nations in a display of global solidarity. French President Emmanuel Macron delivered a heartfelt speech expressing pride in the nation's role as host and the inspiration drawn from the athletes' extraordinary achievements. His words emphasized the Olympic values of friendship, excellence and respect, resonating with the spirit of the Games. A highlight of the evening was the handover of the Olympic flag to the mayor of Los Angeles, the host city of the 2028 Summer Olympics.
Los Angeles is ready to host the Games.
This symbolic gesture was followed by a breathtaking performance that offered a glimpse of what the world can expect in 4 years' time. The Los Angeles, known as the home of the Hollywood, will host the next Summer Olympics in 2028. This will be the third time since 1932 and 1984. More than 80 venues will cater for the Games, include Crypto.com Arena, Sophie Stadium, the Intuit Dome, and La Memorial Coliseum and other parts as well. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Papua New Guinea sent a determined contingent to the 2024 Paris Olympics, with athletes competing across multiple disciplines, showcasing their skills on the global stage.
In boxing, John Ume represented PNG in the men's 63.5 kg division. Ume fought bravely but was narrowly defeated by TKO. First-timer PNG swimmer Joe Starare was the second athlete to compete. He participated in the men's 100-meter freestyle, finishing first in the heat with a time of 53.85 seconds, but fell short to qualify. In track was Leonie Bell, who competed in the women's 100-meter sprint. Despite fierce competition, she advanced to round 1, finishing third in the first heat. A commendable achievement as a first-timer. Also, swimmer debutant Jojele Vele competed in the women's 50-meter freestyle, finishing fourth with a time of 27.61 seconds. Weightlifting was another area where PNG made its mark. Moria Baru competed in the men's 61 kg category, known for his incredible strength and experience, securing 5th placing on top of the list. His performance was celebrated as one of the best for the country this year. In Taekwondo, Kevin Cashman and Gibson Mara also made their first appearance. It wasn't an easy task for Kevin in his debut, who took on an elite opponent, a silver medalist in 2020 Tokyo Olympic, to lose by 2-0. Gibson Mara also performed well in the 80 kg division. Despite losing by 2-1, Mara was the first athlete to win a round in the global stage. While Papua New Guinea did not secure a medal at the 2024 Paris Olympics, the athletes' performances were a source of national pride. Their dedication and achievement have inspired a new generation of athletes in PNG, paving the way for future successes. Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
And now to the update on the final Olympic medal tally. USA secured 40 gold, 44 silver and 42 bronze, a total of 126 medals. China also reaped 40 gold, 27 silver, 24 bronze and a total of 91 medals. Japan in third spot with 20 gold, 12 silver and 13 bronze medals. Australia is in fourth placing with 18 gold, 19 silver and 16 bronze medals. Host nation France sits in the fifth placing with 16 gold, 26 silver and 22 bronze medals. Netherlands with 15 gold, Great Britain with 14 gold, South Korea with 13 gold, Italy and Germany with 12 gold, and New Zealand in the 11th place with 10 gold, 7 silver and 3 bronze, a total of 20 gold medals. Trukai Sports
Trukai Sports.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. households will enjoy better connections and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
All workers deserve a happy and comfortable retirement, no matter what you do. You don't have to work for the government or a big company to enjoy all the benefits of Super. Number ones for everyone. Becoming a number one choice Super member is super easy. Join today and enjoy being a part of PNG's oldest, biggest and most successful Super Fund.
We are your total advertising provider. We are your trusted classifieds provider in PNG, providing print directory services to our customers since the inception of Telecom PNG in this country. Our customers are our assets. To give more value to our customers, we are now introducing the online classifieds, which covers both yellow and white pages. Get your business online now. It provides easy, accessible and convenient service to all your customers. For all your advertising needs, call 325-8344 or email sales@yellowpages.com.pg. Yellow Pages, your total advertising provider for all your advertising needs.
It's the simple things that make life more meaningful and memorable. To rejuvenate in a perfect setting and enjoy every moment. It's about your time, enjoying great taste, to relax and unwind. Shady Rest Hotel, a great place to stay in paradise.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Chukai Sports. The PNG NRL competitions has successfully executed round 17 over the weekend.
Round 17 has brought intense and closely contested matches across several venues. At John Ambanovol, the competition was fierce as Mount Hagen Eagles edged out a narrow 22-20 victory against Wagitumbe. Queen Elizabeth Park hosted another dominant performance by Gurias, who comfortably overpowered Vipers 28-10. Peter Humphreys Oval saw the Cutters securing a strong 24-12 win, showcasing their resilience and tactical discipline. The Santos National Football Stadium witnessed a low-scoring affair where Wigmen ground out an 18-6 victory, capitalizing on key opportunities despite a strong defensive effort from the Dabaris. In Aipus Oval, the Mioks endured a tough battle to scrape through with a 10-4 win against Muruks in what was a defensively focused game, demonstrating their ability to win in difficult conditions. Meanwhile, Lay Rugby League ground, the host, Lay Snakes Tigers, defeated Lahanis to an exciting clash that ended in a 20-14 triumph. Overall, round 17 featured a mix of tightly contested games and clear victories, highlighting the competitive nature of the league as teams battle for the top positions. Jonathan Sibona, Chukai Sports.
The Papua New Guinea Premier Soccer League has seen an exciting season with teams vying for dominance in the nation's top football competition. Now moving to overseas sports. Dolphins playmaker Sean O'Sullivan has kicked one of the best field goals of the NRL season to help his side to a dramatic win over the Warriors.
The field goal secured a golden point victory for the Dolphins, 34-32. The win sees them re-enter the top 8, much to Wayne Bennett's relief.
How's your heart?
No, it's pretty good. There is a football god, though.
And that ends Chukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports. Chukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Proud snackers, snack out loud. Because when boring gets in the way, Fanta comes out to play. Snack in the name of play.
Are you ready to meet the best version of yourself? The one with the bright, confident smile? You've got to take pride in how good you look, how fresh your breath smells, and how great you feel. To boss it at work, to be your best for uni, or to catch the eye of that special someone. You've got to brush up your vibe with whiter, healthier, brighter teeth. Brush up for confidence with Colgate.
Telecom Limited is advising our valued subscribers using the 2G Ready SIM with mobile numbers starting with 75 or 76. You are edged to upgrade to a 4G Blue SIM. Go to your nearest Telecom outlet and get your SIM upgraded. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
The Salesians of Don Bosco. And this congregation is specialized in working for the young people, for their education and evangelization.
Join us tonight at 7 as we feature discussions with the Don Bosco Technological Institute.
We don't have specific or special kind of arrangement for our women. They do exactly the same as the men.
That's on tonight.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and the walk one time. We dare to believe in incredible things. With Money Plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
And now to the weather report for the next 24 hours. Southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy with chances of brief showers. Daru, partly cloudy with few rain showers. Kerema, mostly cloudy with few showers. Alotau, mostly cloudy with some rain and rain showers. Popondetta, partly cloudy with few showers. In the Momase region, Lay City, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Medang, mostly fine. Wewak, partly cloudy with possible brief showers, and Vanimo, partly cloudy with chances of brief showers. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, cloudy with few rain and rain showers. Kavieng, cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, partly cloudy with chances of brief showers. Kimbe, partly cloudy with few showers. And Buka, cloudy with few rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with few showers. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa, partly cloudy with few rain showers. And Mendi, Tari and Wabek, cloudy with some rain showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 12th of August, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
It's Smile O'Clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Gotta brush our teeth. Time o'clock. It's Smile O'Clock. Smile O'Clock. Time o'clock. So brush, brush, brush. Everybody listen up, up, up. Everybody now brush, brush, brush.
Coming up next. 7 p.m. In Focus. 7:30 p.m. Country Calendar. 8 p.m. Talk News Headlines. Followed by 100% Foodie. 9 p.m.